I want to read to you an excerpt from my book, See No Stranger, and then lead you through a guided inquiry. I write in chapter 9, I believe that deep wisdom resides within each of us. Some call this voice by different sacred names: Spirit, God, Jesus, Allah, Om, Buddha nature, Vaheguru. Others think of this voice as the intuition one hears when in a calm state of mind. Whatever name we choose, listening to our deepest wisdom requires disciplined practice. The loudest voices in the world right now are running on the energy of fear, criticism, and cruelty. The voices we spend the most time listening to in the world and inside of our own minds shape the way we see, how we feel, and what we do. When I spend time listening to people who are speaking from their deepest wisdom, I can feel understanding, inspiration, energy nourish the root of my own wisdom. But I must not lose myself at the feet of others. My most vigilant spiritual practice is finding the seconds of solitude to get quiet enough to hear the wise woman in me. I invite you to feel your feet on the earth. Find a comfortable position. It could be seated or it could be lying down. But even if you're lying down, still place your feet on the earth so you can feel the earth beneath you. I invite you to close your eyes or lower your eyes and take a deep breath with me. Let it come and let it go. Turning your attention inward with a sense of curiosity, a sense of wonder at what you are carrying in your body in this moment. Becoming aware of sensation, the quality of your breath. Notice the difference between holding your body up and letting the earth hold you up. Now I invite you to get really deeply curious about where the deepest wisdom in you resides. And we're going to do an imaginative act together. So I invite you to ask yourself if there is a physical place in my body where I might choose to imagine my deepest wisdom residing, where might it be? You can scan the crown of your head, throat, heart, belly, palms. And once you've found that place, just choose one for this moment. I invite you to get curious about that place of wisdom inside of you. What color is it? If your wisdom had a shape, what shape would it be? If it has a form, is it an animal, an object, a landscape? And just letting these images come to mind, and just let your attention settle on one without judgment, just letting it be, letting it come to you. Good, and as you take the next breath, I invite you to imagine sending that breath to that place in your body where your deepest wisdom resides. And with every breath that you take in, imagine that place in you growing stronger, that image becoming more defined, more vibrant, more alive in you. And as this image of your deepest wisdom becomes more alive, strong, vibrant, what name feels appropriate for what you are experiencing, what you are seeing? For me, the name Wise Woman comes to mind because I see her seated on a golden throne in the crown of my mind. What name do you give that deep wisdom inside of you as you let each breath in, letting the imagery grow in strength and clarity? This deepest wisdom in you has been longing to tell you something, has been waiting for the noise out there and the noise in here to quiet enough for you to hear what it has to tell you. This deepest wisdom in you knows exactly what you need to be brave with your life now and next. I invite you to get really quiet and allow yourself to listen. You might get words, you might get images, you might just get a feeling, but allow yourself to listen and receive what that deep wisdom has to tell you. Good. If you heard words, I invite you to bring those words to your lips. And if you have a paper or pen in reach, I invite you to take that into your hands now and allow yourself to write and keep listening to let that wisdom speak to you, to let it mother you, to let it guide you. And we'll come back to each other in a moment. And so I invite you to trust that whenever you need to, you can go back to this place, summon that deep wisdom, and allow yourself to be mothered and cared for by it. Taking another deep inhale, let it come, let it go.